So moving on to week 4 of the exercise program now. On the Monday, we're going to do some foam roller exercises. So foam rolling helps release muscle tension by making the top layer of tissues more flexible. Rolling also helps increase range of motion. My client having a very static job, and previously having done very little exercise, he'll have very stiff joints. Therefore, foam rolling for him will be really beneficial, as it will allow increased mobility of the joints and allowing his muscles to stay nice and flexible. So first you're going to do some foam rolling of the quads. So it will involve him lying face down with the roller placed on his quad. So we'll slowly move up and down, and if he hits a tighter spot on his quads, he can press down a bit harder on that certain spot to ensure he gets that spot a lot looser. So he'll roll on each quad for 40 seconds, and then he can also do the same for the hamstrings, the lower back, the upper back, and gastrocnemius. So for the hamstrings, for example, he will be on almost like a seating position, sitting on the foam roller, which will be on his hamstrings, again rolling up and down, getting the muscle tissue nice and loose, and increasing that range of motion in his muscle. And I'd like him to do this on obviously each part of the body, so the upper back, the gastrocnemius, the quadricep, the lower back, and the hamstring, for 40 seconds, and repeat it twice in total. So now moving on to Thursday, be chest and triceps. So we'll start off with dumbbell overhead press. So sit on an upright bench, holding a dumbbell in each hand at shoulder height, palms facing forwards, keeping your chest up, pressing the weights directly overhead until your arms are straight, then lower them back down to the start. Then we've got the hammer grip dumbbell bench press. So sit on an upright bench, holding a dumbbell in each hand at shoulder height, palms facing forwards, keeping your chest up, pressing the weights directly overhead until your arms are straight, then lower them back down to the start. So that was the then we've got the hammer grip dumbbell bench press. So lie on a flat bench, holding dumbbells by your shoulders with palms facing upwards. Drive your feet into the floor and press the weights straight up, then lower them slowly back to the start. And then finally we've got dumbbell tricep extensions. So stand tall, holding a dumbbell in each hand over your head, arms straight, keeping your chest up, core braced and elbows pointing up, lower the weights behind your head, and then return to the start. If he doesn't want to do this standing up to give him more support, he can do this sitting on an upright bench, just as a way of a bit more support for his back, especially if it's in pain on that particular day. So for all exercises, I'd like him to complete 5 sets of 10 reps using the 8 kg dumbbell, and obviously just to reiterate the fact that he should be doing a significant warm-up and cool down after each of these exercises to avoid muscle stiffness and preventing injury also. Finally then, on week 4, I'm going to get him on the exercise bike again for 25 minutes. This time we're going to increase the intensity to 80 to 90% of his max heart rate. So it's going to be tough exercise, but it will put it on a lower effort level on the bike, so it won't be as tough on the legs. But again, this is going to be really significant for improving his cardiovascular endurance and strengthening his cardiac muscles, obviously the heart's muscle, which will allow for things like cardiac output and stroke volume to increase, which obviously lower his resting heart rate, which is something that's really important for him to improve. So moving on to week 5 now, we're going to start off with